And when we say John Mahama ni NDC aba, omo accommodating kwasi asem. Enti I say ote ebuom, hwe na no fia se vin. I say ote ebuom, I say antrohwe, e na otete man kase na okeka kwasi asem. Ana yama visa na bedwon sogu adiedim na empower Ghana. Mo na mahemu so. Yama visa na bra na bedwon sogu mu. Na Johnson nye diesel na abanfo bi yem. Yeyemo. John Mahama na president na se de echa akole bia ma not tatare no ho we bobu nkotodu onim na wanyu papa be na waye 10 years no mo onyu papa bia me yan kind 1 month boda na nse dia na fork and knife kuta we eno aso 3 days eto na ehwe ye ya sa ye ntie nyum mpo. There is another jandam we have to kill. And it's got to do with Dumso. Makacham say NPP sa pathway dudu omo no Jimmy. And when I say these things, I'm not say me muade me menya kwara asa wo. Oh, and I'm a time MPP. Sankomuni munyansa, this is the time they should be talking to their base that we should be humble and apologize to Ghanaians. Because of the level of arrogance ni jiminti, you see, Ekufuado could not even apologize to Ghanaians before leaving power. He could not also come to that level to apologize to Ghanaians. Afenyo Markin. If you're a political party, I'm a opposition. People should see you in a different way. People to see you say, you have changed your ways by changing the criminals. What's that the Afenyo Markin now the 137 eco opposition? Enya 80 womuno as a begin parliament. You are telling us say the fooling you were fooling that we did not like, you still don't care. You don't even respect us. So the same fools now outside the parliament. The NPP as a political party, they lack common sense. They are stupid. Now, John Mahama has been president for 3 days. Professor Nana Pokuaa has been vice president for 3 days. NPP, tribal jandam journalists will be started. And what they are trying to do now, and say, they want a year end Dumso crisis na hanging around albatross a day in Ghana na we are trying to solve 3 days now John Mahama be the president right now they are trying to tell Ghana for say John Mahama na de Dumso no eba na now the dan kweku for that na Ghana so 8 years on the baumia 8 solid years. Every single day on Metna power from 2017 they told us to say we have excess power. Now, po be the energy minister. Amewood the energy minister. Now, po the energy minister. And Kwesi Ampenyi when the energy minister. Now, the question here is, so uba and I was na John Mahama solve a Dumso. And I will be solve Dumso and a sour excess power. Also, John Mahama ja excess power. A year then I would ja free power 3 days. Na yenya a petrol and power generators. It as a normal Ghanaian, why should I blame a president or a government that has led for only 3 days? Office Kromo Betina cry, Yenyan sorty office out. Baby John Mahama Betina assign documents cry, Yenyan cleaning home ye. Ministers John Mahama be Ukraine, Onyan ye, the cabinet in ye ready. The vice president office crown on setting it up in ye. This is a preparatory period. They are trying to put a government together. Even parliament that was sworn in before John Mahama, a president, they are still having orientations. Parliament is still having orientations. Parliament impo the majority of they have to be refreshed. They have to be taught how the standing orders work. Parliament Krampono is not operational. So what will make a journalist today quickly go on radio or on TV to say NDC abine was almost solve Dumso. Now, in 3 days, you may power no, or no. Now, what they are trying to do, and then they say, they want to force you to believe, say, John Mahama di dum saba. Because omo party MPP, I say Ghana. And my catch them, some from the radio city TV, so majority of them, they don't wish this government well. Now, so when you're careful, na so mo kasa o TV so a obeju so munim nyansa 99% of them they are foolish and ignorant. They are stupid. They are enshrined in their tribe until they are not able to separate tribe no from issues we all need to ask very, very, very vital, simple questions you answers. How can the government come to power 3 days? Now u blame for doing so. How? How do you do that? When time say Adams embe kind budget, what happened? The mini budget before we crossed over to 2025. What happened? Now, Mamen Kona men coach DB, Muntie Galway. Jandam then you.
So, Kaya me, me, and I'm a because someone shock and one. Not just someone called the Moluzukra because they will do so around me. And before by 2017, what they told us was that most of the contract not your exaggerated cost, no. And you are here renegotiation of the impactable history. It's in our present mama video or say. Before a month, generation capacity and count say 2014, 2015. The reason why I NBC time no doom son was about what? A generational capacity. And before by no renegotiation, we see a new generational capacity. Problem with them. But the problem that we had was about what? Financial capabilities. So why are we going back to them so? So between NBC and NPP, no big didn't drop. And that's why Parliamentary Select Committee on Energy must be bold. They must have the balls to come and tell us the truth. Excuse my French. Because it's doing so now. And I didn't hear you. I didn't issue on here. Causing financial loss, baby. We go for the jail. We go for that jail because there's no reason why. I also signing power purchasing agreements. I need to get it. People don't read. Me patro generation we more read you. Generation we more read. NBC we they have super majority in parliament, but Ghana need be our Ghana need our citizen. And they was say very important to you. They say you must read the fine details, the terms of a contract. You don't want taxpayers' money. Now more you talk about you be strain anado. Ebi sreba o miamasa o sre no wa sre no ye do taxpayers money na ye nya bi nkoto kane no ye de betu aba o miaka o pempo ye de betu aba o miaka ye de betu ana na donka you can see him till that kingdom come ye de o tax no betu aneka ye de o tax betu petrol ma no ye de o tax betu aduane ama no understand the issues broadly.
She doesn't understand the issues and acting as if she understands the issues. That's my problem with this international transfer something. Me issue with this thing, I don't know. Wabon on jintum so wabon. You see what they are trying to do? Right now, no. They want it to look like, say, 3 days now, John Mahama about power, no. The problem that has been there for 8 years, no. It is John Mahama who has to solve it into a money problem. It is not generation problem. That be any problem. But when to me and can't just say Ekufuado ba omi to me do 1 megawatt eka and I say 1 megabyte whatever you want eka Ghana power who one can no it's fine. Right now no ni issue ni say NDC ni MPP will be try and draw. Why they try and draw? This girl or the most daftest girl I mean who on TV on radio. Wa bon. You can say oba bon. We were born. And you know the funny thing? Obia wa born, they be or try in their head and they think they are smart until when they start to spew nonsense, they feel so confident in their nonsense, no more spew, no. So it makes them feel so many answer. When you listen to this thing, dear Nana Oka, well, as small can any tin in the 9 way. As some Nana Oka and niti and in the 9 away. You people don't read. You people don't read. And a generational problem. And a capa. Me say as some nana ne kra na ne saying. The crack say, you blame the new government now, Bano. I didn't hear doom so be ba. But in your own statement, you say, May not doom so ho. And I'm a boy, so June. You admitted Senator doom so ho, and said your Mahama power. But did you tell the people no muti say, when a transition team met Ekufuado's government and asked them about to say, diesel any crude na I was say the power generators no matter how say anything you stop it WAPCO from the maintenance because talk about why didn't you tell them say Kufuado man talk adena mama santisem mumu biye Jimmy Musa adentra Into your Santinina or MPP co-positioner. Ghana issues bar. And also try now with the NDC. Why now NDC they are lying to you? Who is lying to you in the NDC? Why now NDC they are lying to you? You need to be questioning the government that was in there for 8 years. That was the same thing as J.A. Kufuor. He did a lot of mess. Or say Krono, or we no Danisha Tamil Sinsem. Oye, single span salary, ebeto, or we no dan no kotina peposo. Kufuor be free power, or quite a redenomination, or we no kotina peposo. Kufuor be free power, and a doom so or jamusha Tamil Sinsem. Ya buy na say Tamil Sin endis na doom soba, and kwasiade we na masa start no. We have to dissect the government that just left office. That is the question we ask. Because as we speak today, there is no document about John Mahama Ayejuma. It's been 3 days. So why are you sitting there? The question we need to be asking is, so what did the government before do? Because we were here, and now Kwasiaba na pobe kache Ghana for say any timetable you turn chiriye, and yet do something a timetable. So why have we forgotten the lapses and the corruption now leading to a dear Echo Sunday to come and blame this government because Kwasiaba or party free power? Who said we are not going to take care of Ekufuado? Last metina catch them. Me say Ekufuado obi ambodi to obi ankuno or no be within 6 months or no ne boni be kuno. Nana Ekufuado obe yare obewu obi ambodi to boni Ekufuado edi no ebe kuno because ayo MPP no and you are so daft on anytime can I say nipa na we be radio na we ti so no senko is smarter than nipa we anko obehu say this is where the weakness is because asema wo kan ni ti ene ne nan ewen asem na wo kan say eye den eye NDC and MPP they align. For the past 8 years, has NDC, have they been in charge of anything in Ghana? NDC, even in parliament, when they try to stop these fools from doing what they are doing, now one question what is the radio, so you don't want to speak on it. Inti doom soba and not doom soba koswa for 3 months. Why are you blaming John Mahama? Why? When John Mahama says he's going to come solve problems, sir. Into a two problem, that's a problem that on any sort of catcher one. Kwasiaba into call Peace FM ura studio ho. Na obeye adwuma na ya sign contract ura ho Mike ni ho no. Because Mike ni wo ko busa say Mike we na chesa wo you are against management ana. There's no mic. The mic is going to help you to work. The question is, before they came into power, these people were supposed to buy diesel. They refused to buy it. They used the money. So the question we need to be asking the past government is, why don't we have diesel? Because you can't tell me 3 days diesel in Asa. So tell us, how did this happen? Because even these people are about power, 3 days, they have not signed any document. So why don't we have diesel sitting there? Say people don't read. Now who read what you are saying? When you read, how do you understand what you read? I don't know how do you understand? You cannot hear saying, oh, there me yama girl when you say, wabong, but I just want to answer. Ya fa Peace FM no. Ura studio say oko kind news no. Oko mic ni ho no. Oko question management say where is the mic? There's no mic no. And it says what time management no. You are calling them because that is what is going to help you do your job. Now, the NDC government came into office. This government told us they have solved them so and that we will not have a generational problem or whatever problem. At this point, after 3 days, there's no light. There's no diesel. Into what are we blaming the NDC? I don't blame John Mahama and the NDC for. Why are you telling us the NDC is not telling you the truth? The people who are supposed to be questioned, a tribal political party, no? Question them. Busomo, why are we here after 3 days? John Mahama by omunum diesel nina. The day near swear John Mahama ino, omukonum petrol nina. Mumusan kwasi afo no na chichide di omanim no say. A day na mo catch didn't you people tell us that you people have made sure that we have energy, we have diesel to power our generators? And these fools sit on TV. Now more catch the Ghana for they should read. There's so be already be at the Any fool can read. Any fool can read. Kwasiebia to me kinkai. Na entiasia ni nehia. Kwasiebia to me kinkai or twinbia to me kind news or radio so. Na news no send be making nyansa no ene nehia. Inti, you don't read the youth of this day. Who read, and international, you know, boy out there. Who read, you know. Who think they're buying any about two. The issue is, how did we get here today? Sanka John Mahama's administration they have been in power for 6 months, 7 months. Now me experience do so, then I'll be like, you know something? At least the people who left office, they were able to leave a backlog. I know. Answer on free office, no, they made sure said this the power plant are running. You were supposed to run from there. Before John Mahama entered office, near Doom plant, diesel new. Now the question America catch Ghana for they don't read. They don't read in Ghana because what about international? What with the international Abet in America? In Ghana for they don't read. And there was some pre with Eddie Pokuaa for with him to so your cocoa. Some kwasiade way no mobile from now. And we are not supposed to stop. We are not supposed to stop. We need to stay on them because with him, a day way a deliberate. In some now say or can in some now could baby no or see baomia ubetiane kasa nene kufu na oblemu no. What she's trying to tell you when you say abana wotu and what ababoni. That is what this thing is trying to tell you. The person catch on say adentina wotu abama Mahama. Don't blame baomia, don't blame Kufuado. Kwasia, we shouldn't blame them. Who should we blame? For 8 good years, these people were paid. For 8 good years, they told us that almost power generators. And then 8 good years, 3 days away from power generators in the doom. And now Yamao visa na bedroom so good. I did him na empower Ghana. Mona mahemo son. Yamao visa na brand na bedroom so good. Now Johnson in your diesel na petrol generator in your juma. Moya nkwasia for. Ya mamu chance ni biem. Me hu mba bebre wo radio so. Opa oba wa bon wo radio so as I get away. I'm telling you. Where in your catch no one radio with the ultimate catch you uko radio so come despite the obeje kwasi asam na no na radio so. She knows nothing. Ombre no wase me enchire na de. Ombre no wase. So the jandam now mo person this is how they want to start it. This is the strategy. So right now they are going to make you feel say problem here John Mahama de baye. They are going to make you feel say well abana wotu and one to abapa. John Mahama has been president for 3 years, 3 days, 3 days. 3 days. In 3 days, when we Juma John Mahama 3 days when we Juma John Mahama Kwasiafo betina Ghana so 8 years. E Juma John Mahama in 3 days in Kwasiafo ntuma nyebi. 3 days we are on radio screaming and want to bring our stupid tribal things out because your party free power. Kwasiafo MPP ba power. When ntuma kan okra nkyere Kwasiafo we. Mo betina radio so na mo to be. Na mo bubu be. And I wait there anesisi bina so we dey obey the den and animo and aban we there kwasiaba and the when ya no ebeka say NDC who be advise NDC who be blame NDC 8 years mo betra radio so na mubu be kwasiafo 8 years 2017 kwasiafo ba pa na betra kurum ha ade na wantenem 8 good years mo betra radio so ye betuma bo mo voice a kire mo e ho na mubu be an ye de anim ewiase de nipa bu a otu omfo mo nte na aban de se ne ebeye no ontumi nka asem no and when we say John Mahama ni NDC aba omo de omo accommodating kwase asem enti I say ote ebuom wo hwe na no fia 7 I say ote ebuom I say antrohwe e na otete mic ase na okeka kwase asem why wenim say antrohwe ba etete mic ekika kwase asem question the administration na omo say omo de omo ye adwuma no hwe eka edaho billions of dollars. Every single time IPPs, they are independent power producers, they were telling the government, pay us our money. Radio, go and ask the IPPs how much this government is owing them. IPPs, billions of dollars, they are owing them, they were not paying them. Every time these IPPs can say, unim, you pull it out. You can't afford to be after the money they just incurred debt. You people did not see anything wrong. Mo papa ija padie na nke sanke be mu de. Na mo hwa de maka kire mo. Dum so jandam monko kesbin. Kwasia we so kasa.
Yes, Kwame. First of all, Originapo. He has every right to tell us the state of Ghana energy, the power. They make what I say. Mr. Krapa issue ya okay. Kwame.
Yes.
Let's also babonting ebe kire yen. The original poor can. You just swipe the person, but what many details? Say what is left can only cater for this country for 5 hours, right? The oil now you can for 5 good hours. So Nessa Gura Krapa babonting obeka no, it is never true. We left this a bit me a cater for us for beer this period of time. Then we are sad, you know, automatically you have assigned the media to cross check, and I say the media to chase that fact. So we will go then not obubio nano, yeah, dear one can ask me, yeah, we say, but you see coming. Honorable Abujnapo.
Yeah.
My main cast asked him to see function. The oil.
Yes, man. Yes,
all right to do that to tell her the state. But Ghanaians are not interested. Ghanaians wouldn't be interested in this. I'm telling you. He made us to understand that government needs $50 million to buy fuel. That was about 4 months ago, 3 months ago. Our parliament, as a ranking member of Energy and Mines Committee. He said it. So it is there that there's no money. And so today, sir, I can't only 5 gallons, even 1 liter. Obian, we said there was no money. You understand? That is why we voted against this government. The reason why they voted out this country, they voted out NPP, they say, state na ni woman. And Convers you need $50 million to purchase fuel for the thermal plants. And $50 million na yenyano. Adiano kwa na eko for medum. So we voted out NPP. Send ya buy adianu dum kra. That is that. And what about power?
Yes, man.
Kwame.
Yeah.
Men are now what you conquer Ashanti region. And what ya umasono. He's not interested in the technical things going on. The debate. Go and look for this money. Go and fill the gas. Today is a doomso the bar. Ubia Bekacho say Mahama brought doomso. Akufo-Addo came to kill doomso.
Yes,
then Mahama came again. Doomso is there. I'm telling you. Because he's giving us a picture. Jamaican watch I say. Because committee is here. Say that be kwa. Nebi a free case bena.
Yeah.
Microphone ya juma. And I'm Sarkodie preko. Ma me jusu Mr. Sarkodie preko. Mr. Sarkodie preko eko. Microphone is ni bi nya juma. We nya juma. Obi fufro eba. Nipa na oban because of that na a delivering koso intimi koso yi. Nipa na oban. And Convers Mr. Preko nyade. And ye de eko. Nipa na oban. He has no excuse to complain. Because listeners know at 8 a.m. Say delivering a here.
Yes, man.
Jamaican watch I say. It's a free say Mr. Preko nyade and yamana comedy performer. You have no right to complain about me buy microphones near Jumane that or nobody is interested in that. The old tier no old tier on cocono. When him sad and when ha and we tier. They should move and go and work. Whether Herbert Krapa will come out with idea you say and so addressing here as I say more details. Yes, as a former energy minister, we need details. Jamaican what I say. But one farmer who loses? Yes, he's gone. That is why people were not interested in Boache Jacon's jargons. He was telling us that NDC have signed a contract, take-or-pay contract with independent power producers. You were paying $40 million every month. Nobody was interested in that. What we're interested in say keep the light on because Mahama brought your friend say Ameri mebwa. He brought Ameri and
car power.
Yes, car power. And 3 months before the election, there was no doomso.
Yes, man.
Election 2016, there was no doomso. It's a fact, mebwa. So you came to power. Nessa normal el kochwa. Tell the people the truth and find question the previous government. They are gone. There's no amount of excuse, no amount of technicalities and legalities to tell us say who the BB question and do don't kwaku for. Say be crown or say be asabi or we na be papa bit in the baby. Is watching. So go and fix the problem, then
Yes,
move
sir.
on.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
go casting be the power. I would have wished, Kwame, this country yen swallow your egos. Now yen borrow ideas. Salif Johnson told President Mahama, which I read it yesterday, that John, you have a major role to play as you leave the state house. You still have a major role to play to develop Ghana, Africa, and worldwide because we need your competence. We need ideas. Some no more American tis how other advanced countries no more advanced no. Ye ko hoba de bia ni ani agene tis how. Alan has the great transformational
Yes,
plan.
sir.
He said that let us
Yes,
use
sir.
nuclear. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is telling you that we use solar panels so that it can cut down the energy, cost,
Sir, wankasa watie. Kesbin FM. Wabotai. Akọ any specialty in the end. Adebechi no yes sports. Adebechi no entertainment so. Or kasa de said you nimi nyansa. Do kan nyina nkwasi asem. He's pained. Me pese me buso mo simple question. Sanko fu amutitu we amututu ntosio gu omo hota papa. Did he know say na Ghana de car over $50 million and sana MPP free power? It took Abu Jinapor John to come and tell us on as a ranking member in parliament. And Obeka Chere before elections to say Ghana de car. You hear this amount of money. Did he know? Sakwa not one. Wakwashe Cambodia suit to be a etwapai. Here I did go po. Wakwashe Cambodia suit etwapai akọ eye race course akọje tie. Ni shirt mu yakoyo tradition ho temho because na adwene sa santufu agimi. Enti wabetina ho. Me see the question I want to ask him and that fool sitting there so he host no. They do no research. Obudi fufu mo ho kan mo bomb ben kwan. No betina radio so I'm calling my petition. The question is Sanka Jinapor John I'm the country before say you hear $50 million and over and say in your power anka win him. Why don't you ask the NPP say why didn't they tell us that? We are kwasia. We are dying. Muma Jimmy na moti radio so you don't understand what you are doing. Inti Sanka Abu Jinapor I'm the country about 3-4 months ago. Say you hear over $50 million. And sana kane ne gina so from some timer and tinka who out to no ade when we saw MPP no say ade no one be kan kire say kada ho kwasia eno dia umpeso be kan wasem but you are quick to say they should solve the problem. Sanka MPP no ka kire a year ago say e kada wa anka that problem would have been solved anka kwasie anka sikam ne campaign nke de ko solve that problem no anka $60 billion now mo ko twa no Bank of Ghana no anka de solve problem no anka kwasiampanyi ka cathedral ni sika na nke solve problem no we Jimmy. So you knew. Why didn't you blame? Why were you not blaming the government for hiding such an information from us? You want to blame the Mahama? Treba. Mo ayana mo bodam. Mo ayana mo bodam. Mo just say nyina na edibo fro nkwan. Mo bodam. Mo bodam. Mo just say efo. Me say ana mo bodam wo ochina wo kan sport ochina wo kan entertainment na akwa ofri he to so say onim nyansa asema wo kan nyansa ba kumpo nim nyansa enti Mahama be di president 3 days no o party nkwasia party MPP na for 8 years they knew that they were building debt no omo hide from we Ghanaians no. You are not blaming those people but you are rather blaming a government that has been in power for 3 days or your chain. And that so because radio so near the juma mo obi na so bana mic ni nye juma na se nipa no na oh de bia no ma me kire de omo ye we mu foolish MPP boys so oh so okasa no osian ne ma ne na bi o konkoli edin obebo no nte da omo create impression bi to utrim say omo asefo ne de omo ye nkurasefo nti omo de omo nti bibia ase nti de bia so steady boys we wo asantifo radio so a no akobo kuro bi say oh me na na bi o won kwantambrade ono de obeti ase because opese unya idea bi say ono na asefo no nko school na na asefo no de omo te say robot omo no you cannot convince them sa no mo de aye ye nuanom asantefo no bia beduru ha what is wakasa ne na na bi otetema ne na na bi otesunyane dabi obebo din bi na wa kire wo say omo de omo ye nkurasefo enti omo nkurasefo de ohia ne kanea na wanka ne kura nche kurasini na ebe de no so ba ekromni eni tina na Pokuaa champagne ka kire Ghana-fo ene asantefo ene asanteman say omo de t-shirt ni gele every say na adwini mu no ebi mu ye nkurasefo enti sa small boy we nanimu ba we say amane na asia begina o say I solve it because we don't okay me see eye John Abuginapo from your own mouth osi ono na be ka kire say MPP for ye deka over $50 million. Did the MPP say it was a lie? We Jimmy for. Na momodin say ye nyina ye mmoa te se mumu bi on. Momodin say mo betima tena radio so am misinform Ghana for. Senka o ye journalist a onim nyansa o nya journalist o radio na ayefo e na obetina bi so. Senka wo so ya branch a onim nyansa. The first question you need to be asking is say so why didn't the NPP tell us that there was a death sitting there? Yeah. And then the chest on nyansa with Jimmy. Mode pain. Mode tribe na ye edien. Mode cat politics. And intina de biano mu wie no na moto da hot se akoko kontwa. Mode tribe ni pain. Mo mfa nyansa enya politics and discussing national issues. Because the question is simple. So aban no no hide a candy from Ghana for that abino is an abaya and it's obiatiomo, and then we are not supposed to blame this government because there was debt. When they call it or raises our alarm, the same John Abuginapo, why are you not applauding him and telling the MPP they have deceived Ghanaians? Because for the past 8 years, it means NPP nimse ekada hono mutinaso and omunimse debi no wini power adamo. Inti ende no sa better clear sena ekada why are you blaming John Mahama and the NDC? Actually you giant. Go back to your lessons. Oko church on your paper so oka sebako no share. Mojin say nyina ye Jimmy he. On say okasano. O say krapa na oye say ECG boss say de no ebeka say no na nka o say krapa no den maye more clarification send e be hu say ebeka asem now what stops you from going to krapa to question him? We Jimmy for what makes you a media house? What stops you from calling Krapa on your show to question him and ask him those relevant questions? Oh, Kema Krapa na oya kromfono willingly wababo nchabeka nukwe natural. Lazy ass niggas. And I'm on radio so. Lazy ass niggas. Go there and work. Ojain Krapa no enembe chichi muncho. Question Krapa. Go to him and question him. But you are sitting there for the Krapa who is a criminal to come and tell you he's a criminal? You are not going behind the scenes to go do your own checks. When John Abuginapo raised the issue, said we needed $50 million. Did you approach the minister then? Did you approach the energy boss then? You are fools. We are more dirty people. Mono nama petition ko di bofro nkwa betena radio so a mo hunyanyan na mo tutu ntosio mo bu nkwasi abe ene na mo pese Ghana fo gidi na mo de say kuro no. No. We need to be very, very honest in our deliberation and our discussions. Where is the problem coming from? Now, I just said John Mahama mobile and $300 million daho and who jua to be or de asla any those contingency fund to one. Can you say we have a problem today? In Kwesi for we buy a debia John Mahama fund the bio creative in nine way with you they finished the money. They did not leave anything. Introduce John Mahama to scan come back just a power never doom. Who wants to be associated with Edum so we are boa. Hey, mo me mamu warning. Me mamu serious warning. Hey, man, here there's somebody come because what you people are doing, you don't want this country to move forward. I have no problem when you speak the truth. I have no problem. So what can you create extra omo mutie una? Me no any problem yeah. But some person the mic way say krona. You better say first. And sometimes people are like Kevin. You are not supposed to say people should go after them. Massa, Mike back say and say Rwanda. Mike, one person. Because of lies. Because of lies. Into millions of people. Because of Kwesi na Semba Kubia or here na just be track crew into say the whole country. Let us not underestimate the power of a mic. Let us never do that. Let us not hide behind, we are not going to be then somebody. No, we need to let them understand, because anything rules and regulations, every job be your rules governing the job. There's a reason why when you become a journalist, when you sit on radio, there are rules and regulations you need to work within. Because the moment you get out of that periphery or that rule, no, you are causing chaos and you are basically causing harm. And that is what these people are doing. They are not sticking to the facts. They are stepping out of the facts and then touching on people's sentiment, nerves. They are trying to incite groups against a government. That is dangerous. And they need to understand. It is dangerous. It can destroy this nation. It can destroy a whole generation. You don't let any fool sit there and say, because your radio sunti, me say. Let's take this simple. When a man who say a kadaho, that napo or three mukrobo no napo catch the Ghana for say the car. Yakobusa napo say a yet dumusaba no say nyanko timetable kwasi afo mutena ho di manka bibia. John Abujina pono ye NDC ne beka kire mu say meti committee so e ka da ho nie mukọ e minister no question no manye mo sora no panama kwahye full suit abetena ho adan a ye ne wa santimemu ye de tickets bi ye ne nim nyansa. You could not approach the government. You could not pose the questions. You allowed the debt to swell. And after a couple of months, I could do $90 million. Odo kwasia de woto achinchin to say on tiasie na wona na bia oti konkono one de on tiasie we agimifo eno na ye dane no ye be ma wona na tiasie say wo udi na tro na ye pese oti no kure na se se bia mutwa atro to John Mahama so so na dum so ba ya and the Ghana for be hu no kure no ye mpeni biem e ma mutwa san tro no wona na oti konkono ne ye be ka no kure akire no agimifo mutiti radio so na nkwase asem mutiti radio so mutu fin monkenkan my adwene say ye de enka binyanko di ma o ga we de otomfo anka radio minimum no we de menya na yi ase sankwase ade na muti radio so you are not looking at the bigger picture. You are not looking at the issues. Look at the real issues. Who is supposed to be blamed here? I nana kufu ade there or we biti baby into on the mfa no ho share. That is why we call account. Oh, when you get journalists sit on radio and TV to say the past government omo die enti eye damage omo be nyina no enya omo problem eye ne problem a oye kwasea. So tie journalists etina the radio so obi also ka politics e ka kire say oh aban na obaye no sa aban no omo be say bibia esi ade omo wie mu na mo wo power de ebe ma power no aye adwuma no say ye be kwakoso sankofo no pa. It's part of the governance. The accountability part is part of the governance. In kwasiafo we mane NDC for NDC MPP for Tringu Oma betra ho akem yehu bi da we dia witch hunting kwasia. How do you want us to solve our problems? How do you want us to get our money back? 90 million no and 50 million no why papa na emetua wo o ho apre a utu shoot ati no pastor out radio so e kasa uturu mu nyina adori nsuwe wo ubetu $50 million. Where should we go get the money? Mahama ban den okasa odi another tax abeto so akwase ampe wa betra kase and the NDC and on the tax aba intin kwase afo no mu wie sika no. Why are you telling us omo de omo wie omo ti omo baby? No, they are still supposed to answer questions. They are supposed to be questioned. They are supposed to show us why this happened. Accountability is very vital when it comes to nation building. You cannot neglect accountability and expect a government to be able to succeed. No. Intimo sa jimi no Mumi enjai. The problem we are seeing today, MPP in the course here, and they need to prove to us say, enyomo, I was say omo amu sikano omutia. A whole journalist sit and say, Ekufu de we are cotton or num ni into yena yembre. Into Ekufu and call for no, Siko Mariana, you should not worry about it. But Mahama and Kope Sikambra, now Papa no Panasasi saying. Yakaso be unfunny papa says and Papa was say. Yakaso be any 20,000 and Obenebi. Or free. Instead of you to demand people to account for their stewardship, no, or kwasi to wash a year race course tie. Jin so unyansa chen, unya santinina, or no jina kejetia air tompo buano. I will say, what a case been in tea. Sa Jimmy Kasa Webi, and this is the Jandam. Sanyuma we yam peneman and koso. I am telling you, Ghanaians, yeah. Me started the 2025 season, I have not started. may say 2025, I've not opened my season yet. But when it is necessary for me to step in, I'll step in. Anything in the umuha. And sign your way no person started to meet Mama Mani Juma. Let's give John Mahama the room to work. 3 days, the John Mahama, 8 years, the 3 days, the John Mahama, Ghana. 8 years, no pressure from anybody. No pressure. Because Kwasiafo, you didn't give Akufo-Addo any pressure. No animal should give John Mahama pressure. He needs to work at his own pace. He is ready to serve and is willing to work. His experience, his record shows. The kind of people he's appointing out is showing, say, Monkwasi people, no pressure, no fool should try to come sit on radio. Baby, ma NDC for pressure. Baby, yes, I didn't there. And they won't take a break because speed in there, they banner. I bet it's some falls in a muchino. You people should get these things right. John Mahama and the NDC, every government, we have the right to criticize the government. It's a fact. We'll be able to criticize them, but it should be constructive. You need to have facts. It needs to make sense. But so why didn't be say or power no or when people every power into pressure by force or the pressure be by NDC so and the Ghana nenya would de and yes so de. We are going to stay on you fools for a long time. We are not going to stop. We are going to kill Jandam. John Mahama, Professor Nano Pokuaa, NDC government, no pressure. 8 years, Kwasiafo, mama pressure. Akufo-Addo to me ba asantimemu no akache kwabere for so me Kwasiafo onyo mo kwan don pe no mo ye nwan na mo mbe ma hyehyɛ mo nantem se mfui mo ntuma nkasa achichidie we a sebio ye tuli hyehyɛ box mu koton no oba asantimemu de na konwa betena so e ka kire mu nyina mu gu asantimemu se kwabere for omofam Kwasianko onya kwan omonto omonto mu nyina mo be ma dane te se e de poki e hyehyɛ mo nantem mo tena ho din toto be Kwasiafo mo be aba aha na mo be bube aha na mo be kire mmema masem. No pressure from nobody. John Mahama is going to work. You have the right to criticize. It should be constructive. Don't try. Nobody in Ghana, on Hinio, Sofuo, Konfuo, nobody can give John Mahama pressure. When the boss of 8 years, when to Mama the pressure. We are ready to help build this nation. See, NDC government in the wronger. People like us, we will use the facts to criticize them. Yeah. When the NDC government wronger, I'll not just come and sit here and say, hey. I'll bring the documents to criticize them. That is what we are going to do from today. Bring your facts to criticize. Do not use that pain, that everlasting pain that is going to be there for about 36 years. And some who power be, don't try and use that everlasting pain to try and confuse Ghanaians. Yenjimi BMO. We are going to make sure the right things are done. We are going to make sure the government is given the room to deliver. We are going to make sure, say, every single thing be a no Obia need the right to think, say, obey to me the pain, yaw, be an party, and Kwasia party be every power, any tribe or time be babatina radio. So you people won't take a break. John Mahama, no pressure. Professor Nano Pokuaa, no pressure. They are the presidents in Ghana. They work and we believe in them. There's hope today. And we will make sure we guide them. We try everything possible to criticize them constructively with the right evidence to make sure they deliver for Ghanaians. That's it. Why you so the other way? After this short break, Abuache,
yo! We are best fishermen. No answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium. It was the Belgium. It was two Belgium. Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you super why round what? It was for Belgium. It was the Belgium. It was two Belgium. It was the Belgium. Why you why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? Every papa no, what one is the motto? Every papa no, what Obone de moto. Yeri papa no. Obone de moto. Wadrangwa. Wayoye. Wadrangwa. I want it. Original.
When you might then grumba, when you might in the addending, when you say, Pe, my dear, yen starty cry. Season way, yen starty. Just one day, I'm just showing up. Now, you started season now. The moon who done am the baby chemo. And I know because see me. Na Sarkodie so nyenipa. Sarkodie Jimmy no hona back to Gary Sokins near the Convers Sarkodie way hypocrite. Me who say go for the Sarkodie cham say na momo Jimmy. Sarkodie is a foolish hypocrite. Anamu for 8 years kwasia tribal musician. The course you know when man to nyuma fa ba akumpo ho odwan sa 2x4 estate na wutino. You provide documents how you made money to build those 2x4 estate na wutino ho no. Kwasia estate na wusi na MPP for na ema usika no. You do a lifestyle audit. Kwasia. Ayo mama se tete VW light tete Ghana kekan kwasia sem. You this boy Sarkodie me person oh you are not relevant. You are the most irrelevant musician in Ghana. So you lawyer, so you uncle, so you obimpo. So you unam Ghana and kwasia politics. You catch them from the beginning. Munja is a tribal thing na mo ye no. Me who a tribal musician to say Sarkodie da. Stingy broke ass nigga. And not to Ghana and kwasia some pupo ha. You could not speak. Tribal fool. Me every day I tell you people. So I always me Kobe once a man me was something. Sarkodie. Because somewhere near Ghana, sir, these people did pure politics from 2012 to 2016. Sarkodie, every stage he mounted from 2012 to 2016, it was all politics. Suddenly, Sarkodie party about power, Kwasia, MPP, yeah, they account for party. And on them Ghana banchire, Benz Aochi, the Range Rover light, 2012 there, and a body near 2022 there, a bofunu, and a more dad uncle for me. Say, and I also will say estate, You do a lifestyle audit. You look in your books. Do you file your taxes? Only akwara do it, What do me say? What Sarkodie mo sankwasi afo we na mo misleading the youth. Hundreds and thousands of Ghanaians in 2015. Akwawe Sarkodie kwa champagne we. About you move since kankabi tinam Ghana Jimmy. And you want to nyom. Tetena boga na ye den. Ultimate to papa bi a cha kolebia banado to akota. Odo obema ko tuane to feature me. He. Wo de shatawale moye. O tete Ghana nkwasiade. Kwa bute kromphobia ne nse. Musician oye concern is Sarkodie. Open musician oji there for otumiji 7,000 nyina Sarkodie. Otumiji America otumiji 8,000 nyina. Therefore musician force mu musician Sarkodie. Only a chair 2,000 crore beji. Ohie ni Sarkodie tinam Ghana enkwasia politics. Stone boy mo, Shatawale mo, at least they are in the news. And they are not just in the news for nothing. They are producing. We are seeing their music. What about you? Echa kolebia mba not tatara no ho. We bo bunko toju onim. Na wanyu papa be na waye. Be 10 years numbo onyu papa bia me enkai no 1 month mpoda. Na nse dia na fork and knife kuta we. Eno aso 3 days eto na ehwe ye wie asa. Ye ntie enyum mpo. Eto na ye hwe. Enyum na ngasa bibia nim. Ene ye rekosa o club na se rekosa wa sorry dem. Enyum na ye hwe no video no so no Facebook no. Na ye to na ye hwe. De se wo na wo lyrics papa bia ebe ma nipa tie wu. O bodam. Meba also wo. Now I mean Assembly John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, egigim. Amanfo bi yem. Yeyemo. John Mahama na president ase de.